everyone, this is Kira, and welcome back to Saving for My Happy Place, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and budget my husband's second paycheck for April. So this is the rest of the money that we have coming in for April, and I need to pay a few bills. I need to allocate money toward subscriptions and sinking funds and things like that. So we will get to that in just 1 second. I wanted to update everybody on where I am on my journey to 1,000 subscribers. So as you can see, I have just hit 100 subscribers. I'm actually at 107. It's so exciting. Thank you so much to everyone that has recently subscribed to my channel. Thank you to everyone that has liked and commented and tagged me in their videos. It helps so much, and I really appreciate you all helping me reach this first milestone of 100 subscribers. I'm not quite at the watch hours that I need to be yet to color in one of these little clocks, but hopefully soon. I'm gaining, more watch hours every single day, and very soon I hope to be able to color in one of these clocks. This tracker is by Budget Your Life, so I will link her in the description box below. And I had said in one of my other videos that once I hit 100 subscribers, I would go ahead and offer a 100 subscriber freebie in my Ko-fi shop. So this is going to be the freebie for reaching 100 subscribers. I believe this game is called Money Hog. I am not the original creator of this game. I believe that Mandy, from Mandy's Budgeting Journey, I believe she is the original creator of this game. Please correct me if I'm wrong. She has this for free available in her Ko-fi shop, and in the title of her listing, she has the original. So I think she created it, and this is actually the person that I first saw this game from. So I think she's the original creator. So she has this version, and basically you allocate one of the numbers to one of your sinking funds that you want to get some extra money into. So my version is a little bit different. She has all ones here, but I just went ahead and did 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. So basically, instead of saving $4 per category, you would save $10 per category. So basically what you do is you decide which categories you want to put extra money into. So I haven't filled mine out yet. I will be playing this when I do my next savings challenge video. But here you can see on Mandy's game, I had allotted number 1 for education, number 2 for E's college, number 3 for E's car, number 4 for vacation, number 5 for home maintenance, and number 6 for car maintenance. So you would just go ahead and put whatever sinking fund you want on the lines, and then you would roll a 6-sided die, and whatever number comes up, you would cross out the square, and then whatever you land on at the bottom, that's the number, or that's the sinking fund that you would be putting the extra money into. So you'd be putting in $10 to whatever number you rolled last, basically. So yeah, so this is going to be available in my Ko-fi shop. I will play this game on my next savings challenge video. So if you want an example of how to play, just stay tuned for that. I will play that in my next savings challenge video. Okay, but please go ahead and feel free to download this from my Ko-fi shop for free. And thank you so much again for 100 subscribers. So I appreciate you guys all so much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over my budget for April. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is my fixed expenses for the month of April. The items that are in pink are bills that I hadn't paid in the first part of the month, but they are bills that I am paying now. So I paid $62.46 to Culligan, which is a water bottle service that we have. This should be going down slightly because I did, in my last Budget With Me video, I did let you all know that I had purchased like a water cooling and heating unit that we now own. It really wasn't that expensive. It was less than $150, and I was paying $10 a month to rent a cooler from the company. So in the long run, I think this is going to save me a lot of money. So I'll hopefully my next bill will be $10 less, approximately $10 less than this. And then I went ahead and paid my car insurance. So my husband and I both have vehicles that are insured, and they're fairly new. So I feel like my rate is pretty high, but that was $437.17. Then the next thing was Spectrum TV. So we have Spectrum as our cable service, and that was $179.25. And that actually went up $10 from the last time I paid. So I'm not exactly sure why that went up $10, but it did. I didn't pay anything to Pipsticks. So Pipsticks is a sticker subscription that I have, but they allow you to like skip or pause your subscription, and they always give spoilers at the beginning of the month. So if it's something that I'm not super interested in, I'll just skip that month. So I did end up skipping, it would be the May subscription, I guess. I normally get charged on the 28th of April, but I went ahead and skipped it. Netflix is $24.99. My earthquake insurance is $22. And then my husband's truck payment is $890.86. And I guess I should tell you how much money we're starting with right now. We are going to be starting with, so I'm going to put J paycheck number 2, and he got paid $3,551.05. So that is what we're working with right now. Okay. All right. So when I added up all of my fixed expenses here, it added up to $1,616.73. I always want to invert those numbers for whatever reason. All right, so $1,616.73. So let me go ahead and transfer that over here to the paycheck budget tracker. Okay, so 1616.73. So 1616.73. And I already, kind of pre-planned this out and added up my totals, but it did not add up perfectly. So I'm hoping it's not off by much though. So let's see. So 3,551.05 minus 1616.73. So that leaves us with $1,934.32. So $1,934.32. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's my fixed expenses. All of my bills are now paid for the month of April, but I have so many sinking funds, it's like crazy. So let's go ahead and turn to that. Actually, before I do that, so these are my variable expenses that I already pretty much funded in my first paycheck, but I did have an unexpected expense of an air conditioning unit. So I had mentioned in one of my last videos that, I live in a really old home. It was built in like the 1940s. And so we don't have central heating and cooling. So we have room air conditioners in each of the rooms. So, we really haven't turned on our air conditioner since the fall. And we had a couple of really hot days recently here in Southern California. And so we went to go turn our air conditioner on, and in my bedroom, and my husband in my bedroom, and it was not working. It was just blowing air like a fan, but it wasn't like there was no cool air output. So unfortunately, we had to purchase a new room air conditioner, and the total for that was, I think it was $401.10. And so I allocated $1.10 from this paycheck to that purchase, but then I had to go ahead and go into my sinking funds. So I ended up having to take out $300 from my sinking fund for my electricity and $100 out of my sinking fund for my gas. So yeah, I had to take money out of those envelopes in order to fund this air conditioning unit, but I had like more than enough money in both of those sinking funds. I think I had more. I still have $600 in my electricity sinking fund, and I still have, I want to say maybe like $300 in my gas fund. So I still have money to allot to those areas if and when our bills are way higher than than what I budget per month. Our bill in the summer for electricity gets really, really high because, well, number one, myself and my kids are all home during the summer. My son E is in 11th grade, so when high school's out for the summer, he's home. I have my other son L is 19, and he's going to community college, and obviously he will be home for the summer as well. And then I'm a teacher, so I'm also home for the summer. So we're all home. We're all in our rooms, using our air conditioning units, and we're, using electronics and things like that. So our bill gets very, very high in the summer for electricity. But anyways, so yeah, so $1.10 for the air conditioning unit. So that leaves me with $1933.22. All right, so let me go ahead and just add in that $1.10 down here. And I just put that under variable. All right, and so we have left the $1933.22. Okay. All right, so next is going to be my sinking funds, my holiday binder, my subscription, things like that. Okay. So first and foremost, let's see, hopefully that doesn't have a glare on it. I don't think it does. Okay, so eMeals is getting $5, and that is a meal planning service app that I have on my phone. Canva Pro is getting $10. My Toyota app is getting $6. I typically put in, I think, either $13 or $14, but in order to fully fund it, I only needed $6. Next is car registration, and I'm going to put $31 in for car registration. Planners gets $20. So I am a teacher, and I always buy an Erin Condren teacher planner in May when they're released. So I'll be getting that next month. Also, this planner that is the Budget Mom, budget planner, I also purchased that in May. I believe May is the last month that I have empty in this one. So for June, I'm going to need a new planner. So I put $20 there. Ring camera gets $9. AAA gets $12. Amazon Prime gets $13. Pet licensing gets $5. Consumer Reports gets $5. My Costco membership gets $11. Sam's Club membership gets $5. My husband's car registration gets $61. TurboTax gets $9. Sirius Annual gets $22. So I already pay, I believe it's like $25.98 a month for my husband's Sirius Guardian subscription, but I'm trying to save up the yearly payment so that I don't have to keep paying the $25.98 a month. And I believe you get like a month or two free if you do the the annual payment. For Costco, I'm hoping that my husband allows me to cancel our Costco subscription or membership because we're really using Sam's Club more. And the reason I like Sam's Club is because you can like order online and just do pickup. And that's kind of how I grocery shop these days. Costco, you got to go in and deal with the crowds and the lines, and the parking lot for our Costco is like horrible because it has also the gas station attached to it. And so it's so hard to get parking, and it's just a hassle. I feel like going to Sam's Club is a lot easier, even though it's much farther away from where I live. But we've been using Sam's Club a lot more. eSchool gets 80, and I am funding more than I normally do for this category because E is head of house for his theater production of Hadestown, and they have like, I want to say like 8 performances, I believe. And, you know, call time is like 5 or 5:30, and he gets out at 3:30. By the time I get him, it's like 3:45, 4 o'clock. So I'm just going to budget some money that he can go get dinner across the street from the school, and just hang out at the school so I don't have to keep running from my work, pick him up, take him home, and then just have to turn around and go back to school and drop him off. And then obviously he's going to do his head of house stuff. And then I have to pick him up after the show's over, like at, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So I'm just like, if you can just stay at school, eat dinner across the street, because there's like a shopping center across the street from the school with like a bunch of restaurants and Starbucks and stuff. So we're going to do that. So I'm budgeting an extra $40 on top of the normal $40 that I would typically budget. L School gets 40, and these are just for expenses, like school expenses. Like for example, E loves to annotate his novels that they read in class. So he wanted his own copy of the novel. They just read The Catcher in the Rye. Things like that. He had to do a project for English also where he had to like make something out of clay that represented part of the Catcher in the Rye book. So things like that. So same thing for L. If he needs some kind of school supply or something, then it comes out of that envelope. My husband's birthday, his birthday's actually in a couple of days, and so I only needed $2 to fully fund his birthday. So yeah, I'm just adding $2. Easter is getting $20. Mother's Day is getting $20. Father's Day is getting $20. Summer fun is getting $40. That's just any kind of fun stuff, day trips that I want to take over the summer with my kids since we're all going to be off of school. 4th of July gets $20. My anniversary, which is over the summer, gets $40. Disney gets $40. I'm saving up to go to Oogie Boogie Bash with E, which is Disney's Halloween party. Halloween gets $20. Elle's birthday gets $40. Thanksgiving gets $25. Christmas gets $120. The Christmas holiday meal and like treats gets $20. New Year's gets $20, and then Valentine's Day gets $40. So that's that page. And then moving on, there's more. So E's birthday gets $40. My birthday gets $40. Pet vet care gets $40. So I had previously talked about possibly getting pet insurance for my 2 cats, but after doing a little bit more research and kind of looking at what Dave Ramsey recommends, he doesn't really recommend pet insurance. He just said to go ahead and put the money that you would spend on pet insurance into a sinking fund. So that's what I'm going to do. To get my 2 cats insured, it was about $40 a month. So I'm just going to start an envelope actually I've already started it, but I'm going to add $40 a month for pet vet care. Education gets $40. That's for me to take continuing education classes so I can advance on my pay scale. E senior year, which is next year, is I'm putting $20 in that sinking fund. For E's college, I'm putting $40 in. E's car, $25. He doesn't currently have a car, but we're saving up for, a kid-friendly used car. Car maintenance gets 50. Home maintenance gets 50. Beauty gets 50. I had already put money into beauty for at the beginning of the month, but I already went over budget in that category, so I needed to add some more. We just went to Sam's Club today, and I ended up getting like a big thing of like Irish Spring soap for my husband, and then also some Old Spice body wash for my kids. And yeah, it just put me over budget, so I went ahead and added some more money. Clothing gets $25. Vacation gets 40. Dental gets 50. Entertainment gets 40. Taxes gets 40. My mom, just to help her out financially, gets 20. My husband's projects get 20. And then I'm going to skip over the savings challenges. Let me actually highlight this because that's going to go into a different category. So savings challenges is going to get 40. We're also saving up for a TV for our bedroom. That's getting 25. We're also saving up for air purifiers for my kids' bedrooms. I'm not sure if my husband wants one for our living room too, but that's getting 25. We're saving up for a robotic litter box. That gets 25. We're saving up for a stereo for our bedroom, which is getting 25. We're also saving up for a new mattress for myself and my husband. So that is also getting 25. So that, let me highlight this. So my debt snowball is going to get 307, and my change jar, which is just like whatever leftover change is left, is getting 42 cents. So all of the sinking funds, minus the savings challenges, the debt snowball, and this change jar, they add up to $1,586. So $1,586. Let me go ahead and write that down. Okay, so that's going to go here, sinking funds. So that is $1,586. And so we previously had left to work with, we had 1933.22, and then minus $1,586 equals 347.22. And so I had said that extra debt is getting $307. So extra debt, 307. So that's my debt snowball payment that I'm going to put on my Toyota that I have. I'm trying to pay that off first. And so that's going to get an extra 307 plus whatever money I accumulate in finished savings challenges. So that will, I'll also apply any savings challenges that I finish in the month of April to that payment. So I have $40.22 left. And then I had said I was going to do $40 for savings challenges. So let's see, savings challenges is going to get 40. And then I had that change jar of 42 cents. And I do all of my budgeting through an app called EveryDollar. And for whatever reason, though, it was slightly off. So, let's see. So 307 is for the extra debt. That leaves me with 4022. This is going to be savings challenges. Challenge. And this is my change jar. Okay, so as you can see, I'm off by like 20 cents. So minus 40 minus 42. So for whatever reason, I'm over by 20 cents. I tried to look back and see where I made the mistake, but I could not find it. So it is what it is. It's fine. But yeah, that is it. So that is how I'm allocating my husband's second paycheck for the month of April. And then in my next video, I will be cash stuffing all of these sinking funds. And then I will also be doing a video with my savings challenges. I did one video earlier this month, but I had a little bit extra money that I could play with. So I'll also be doing a savings challenge video. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Please like this video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you wouldn't mind playing my playlist, that would be amazing, just so I can get those watch hours up. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. Leave a comment down below what you're up to this weekend. I would love to hear. And I will see you all in my next video. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.